Stepping into the ring, a fight, not a fair. Twitch streaming the action, about to take it there. KO and submissions gonna be displayed. Create your fighter, tune in and you watch him slay. From the comfort of your couch, the thrill's real. Live commentary make the battle feel surreal. Weaving through opponents, making sure you break them down. The fight night lights, only thing we talking now. Where everybody wanna see their own champion rise. Come equipped with strategy, nobody wants to tie. Try submission, saw you grapple, trying to break a bone. Use your elbow with your feet, you gotta get the throne. Where the strong don't really matter, gotta use your head. Don't slip or somebody'll make you go to bed. Legends about to be born and honor is the game. UFC gaming never gonna be the same. Fight night light streamed on Twitch, where you never find anything better than this. Nope. Fight night light streamed on Twitch. Let the warrior in you climb up on that list. Hey. Fight night light streamed on Twitch, where you never find anything better than this. Nope. Fight night light streamed on Twitch. Let the warrior in you climb up on that list. Hey. Stepping into the ring, a fight, not a fair. Twitch streaming the action, about to take it there. KO and submissions gonna be displayed. Create your fighter, tune in and you watch him slay. From the comfort of your couch, the thrill's real. Live commentary make the battle feel surreal. Weaving through opponents, making sure you break them down. The fight night lights, only thing we talking now. Where everybody wanna see their own champion rise. Come equipped with strategy, nobody wants to tie. Try submission, saw you grapple, trying to break a bone. Use your elbow with your feet, you gotta get the throne. Where the strong don't really matter, gotta use your head. Don't slip or somebody'll make you go to bed. Legends about to be born and honor is the game. UFC gaming.
Drop DC4 then shut Atlantic down. 8-figure, tell me how those numbers sound. Hit the bay and let Burner know that I wanna. In LA, get the Bentley truck.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you gotta think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He can do it all. If the fight takes place standing or on the ground, he's going to be comfortable in all areas of the game.
All right, so here he is, a very accomplished striker, finally making the walk to the octagon tonight. Gotta think he'll be interested, of course, in keeping this fight standing in his wheelhouse. And he's got the takedown defense to keep this fight where he wants it. No doubt he'll be looking to put on a striking clinic here tonight.
This guy is a great striker. What he wants to do is land hard and early, get the respect of his opponent, and avoid any grappling exchanges.
Now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old. Some differences in height and reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 65 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Russia. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, Iceman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, your third man in the octagon here tonight.
You ready?
Well, good to have you with us, and right on time, I might add, as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England.
Oh, man, he dunked that shot to the body.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
There's a nice left hand. It looks to me like he's trying to turn towards either side. Big punch from the bottom. He got tagged there. He's putting his hands down on the thighs. He's looking to pass. Big punch from the bottom. Tags him.
So his opponent lands that kick to the body, Joe, and he has shown an increased susceptibility to that strike here tonight.
Hard leg kick. Caught him with a punch.
Clean with the right hook.
Good shot.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Nice shot.
Huge block there. That one appears to stun him.
Oh, man. He just threw a haymaker.
He's got him hurt here.
Hard jab. Tries a big hook to the head, but misses. Oh, head kick. Clean punch. Oh, and he ate a front kick. Oh, he's out. He's out. Landed a big kick for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, that one is going to be hard to top when it comes to handing out performance bonuses late in the night. A huge kick for the knockout victory, and he couldn't have caught him much more flush. Full force, full extension, and you knew if he connected with that weapon at one point in this fight, it was going to spell the end of the night for his opponent. Mission accomplished right there.
Here we see it from another angle. Let's see that again. Boom! Right on the money.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 10 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Iceman!
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon. Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. So as this guy makes the walk here tonight, let's talk about the kicking technique. It is just outstanding. He doesn't telegraph anything. He gets his foot to the target blindingly fast. Shades of Edson Barboza, the foot off the canvas to the target as quick as anyone you'll ever see. Guys don't even see it coming. His opponent's certainly weary of those lightning fast kicks coming into the octagon tonight.
This guy is an outstanding striker. What he wants to do is use his defense to keep the fight standing, use the takedown defense and a good solid sprawl. And if he does go to the ground, make sure he gets back up and punishes his opponent.
All right, so as this young fighter makes the walk here tonight, you know his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent down? Because once I get him to the mat, I know I can keep him there. Joe, this guy has a top game as scary as anybody in the game. And when you can control a fighter like that in a fight, it's a great source of confidence. He'll use the body weight to keep you down and prevent any sort of hip escapes because his hips are so strong. Physical freak who will sap your willpower and your gas tank with the best of them.
This guy is an elite submission fighter. If he can close the distance, get a hold of his opponent, and bring this fight to the ground, his opponent will be in deep, deep trouble.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 65 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, Bullet Club. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Osaka, Japan, the King! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, the United Kingdom boasts some of the most passionate MMA fans in the world, and they have packed the nines tonight. Good to have you with us as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England.
Huge uppercut misses. Oh, nice. Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short. Looking to avoid that left hand.
Joe, judges had to like that uppercut. Well, he got his head snapped back by that straight hand there, and he's shown a vulnerability tonight by leaning right into that punch as he tries to set up his own offense. They want to focus on some defense here moving forward. Oh, lands the double jab. Those are going to start to take their effect. And he lands a nice kick.
Good punch.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 1.
Good combination so far from both men.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Very nice. Takes a lot of practice to make a jab look that easy. Lands flush again.
Look at this. He's in half guard. That's a clean left hand.
All right, 2 minutes now to go in the round. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. He's looking for the mounted Gogoplata. He's got the leg up. He's got it.
He might get a finish here.
Lean forward, pulling on the head. That's it.
And that will do it.
He got the choke for the tap.
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep, perfect technique, and ultimately that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight.
And here it is one more time in a different angle. Absolutely textbook Gogoplata, shin underneath the neck, locked in tight for the tap. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, the crowd pops as this guy makes the walk to the octagon, and you can see why if you've watched film on him. This is a true mixed martial artist, plus skills in all areas, and figures to be a handful, really, for anybody in this division. Probably comfortable tonight anywhere the fight goes. Truly a well-rounded MMA fighter. You know, we trot that term out there a lot. This guy fits the bill.
He's an extremely well-rounded mixed martial artist. Fantastic stand-up, great wrestler, and very slick on the ground. He's worked hard to have world-class skills at every aspect of the sport, and there are very few, if any, holes in his game.
All right, so here he is with much fanfare, making the walk to the famed octagon. This guy's wrestling is really at a high level. He figures to lean on that particular skill in this matchup tonight. He's so good at controlling guys on the canvas, not just getting them down, but controlling them once they are there. Even when the opponent knows what's coming, more often than not, they just can't stop this guy's shot.
This guy is an outstanding wrestler, and what he wants to do here is avoid any striking confrontations, close the distance, grab a hold of his opponent, and bring the fight down to the ground where he should have an advantage.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old. Some differences in height and reach as well. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds. Fighting out of Apia, Samoa, the Lion. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Fighting out of Portland, Oregon, the Apex. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here in the heavyweight division.
Ready.
Well, no shortage of UFC history has been made within these very walls. Good to have you with us as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England.
Oh, very nice. Just missed with that huge kick. Powerful leg kick. Big Big straight punch. And he doesn't get it. Big body kick.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Oh man, defensively leaving a lot to be desired there. He moved right into that hook. His head was wide open and there for the taking. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here moving forward.
Look at that, nice.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Nice hook.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Big looping right hand there.
Oh, that punch will count, landed flush.
Oh, man, with that right leg kick.
Takedown attempt there. First takedown attempt is there.
Full mount.
Well, just because you're on your back doesn't mean you can't throw offense. Staying busy here, you like to see that, Joe.
Covering up, doing a nice job of stopping that ground and pound.
And he's going for the choke now.
He's in full guard here, looking for the guillotine choke. What he needs to do is, he needs to wrap his arm around the back of his opponent's head, slide his forearm underneath the chin, then he needs to clasp his hands together, and then rotate his arm. Oh my God! Use great technique to get the choke and get the win.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
Well, the celebration is on in the corner after the big submission win here tonight. He told us during fight week that he needed to prioritize a finish here. Decisions were not going to be enough to take his career where he wants to take it, and expeditiously. So, gets the submission tonight. Now the celebration is on. There got to be few things in all of pro sports as satisfying than to be able to celebrate a UFC win with your coaches and training partners. And thankfully for this young man, now that is all that is left to do. Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Enter this young fighter here, his kicks as powerful as anyone in the sport at present. And not only that, but he'll do major damage just by landing a couple of them. Oftentimes, all it will take, one kick to the body just underneath that elbow or a kick to the lead leg, and you can change the entire complexion of the fight. Very curious to see how it plays out for this powerful kicker in this matchup tonight.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He does not mind standing or going to the ground, and this diversity makes him very unpredictable.
what a pop from the crowd as this guy makes the walk. Such a well-rounded fighter, and you gotta think when the opponent breaks him down on film, not a lot of weaknesses jump out of the video. This is a true mixed martial artist. May not stand out in any one area, but plus skills across the board. Probably comfortable just about anywhere this fight goes tonight.
This guy is very well-rounded. He literally has no weaknesses in his game. He is technical in all areas of mixed martial arts.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old, with similar height and some differences in reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 245 pounds. Fighting out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the Problem! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Shotgun! And when the action begins, referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Fight. Ready.
Here we go.
Nice punch.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time.
That one hurt. Misses a huge hook to the head. Big hook.
Kick lands for him there.
Oh, powerful right leg kick.
Well, he eats a punch to the head there, Joe, and he would be wise to get his head off of that center line. It's almost as if he's moving straight into that punch. Oh, there's that kick, and it lands. Punch is blocked. He landed that inside leg kick.
Look at that nasty jab.
Both guys really throwing with authority. Just out of range with that left hook.
There's a nice inside leg kick.
Connects with the punch there.
He just landed an outstanding leg kick.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Oh, nice move of the body for him there. Very nice. Oh, and he connects there.
Wow! Body kick, look at that.
Man, these guys are throwing back and forth.
Tagged him. Oh, head kick!
Oh, good kicks. Two minutes now to go in the opening round.
Didn't quite connect. He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up.
How about that shin?
Whenever you see a fighter's legs stiffen up like that, that's not a good sign.
Just out of range with that right hand.
And a good body kick. Tagged him.
Quick jab. Just misses with the left hook.
Oh!
Slips the shot. And that one certainly found the target. 20 seconds left. Ooh, blocks the shot.
Almost hits him with that left hook.
Change into the southpaw stance now, Joe. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
Here's a perfect kick to the body. And there's a kick to the body. And here's a perfectly placed kick that really does damage. Big round.
Arianny Celeste in the building as usual.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2.
Now starting off this round, he might still be hurt. He's gonna want to look to be defensive and move and avoid getting hit and try to recover.
Well, Joe, he seems to have his opponent's timing down. He has landed some good shots, but nothing really in terms of multi-shot combinations, and perhaps that's why his opponent's still standing. So perhaps at this point, he could change up the power with which he throws some of these strikes, maybe alter the tempo a little bit, and try to make it so it's not just one and done when it comes to his striking attack.
Nice straight left.
Slips that left hand.
He feints with the kick.
Constantly a moving target.
Oh, nice inside leg kick.
Well, so he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here. Oh, clipped him with the jab. Under 3 to go, round 2. Nice 1-2 there.
Oh. This could be it. That's a big hook.
The left hook hits home. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself.
Big kick to the head. He's hurt. He's stunned. That hurt him.
Oh, straight right. Again, working off of that jab.
And there he swung with a haymaker.
And he connects there.
Look at that, he's timing that jab. And he's looking for that left. Oh, tagged him.
Right punches there. 30 seconds to go here. 20 seconds to go, round 2.
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him bad. Hard straight punch.
And what a round! All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night.
And here, a perfectly placed punch results in a knockdown. Let's see it one more time.
You're okay. Great job. Listen, right here, you got caught.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much.
Ready to fight?
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Just missed with the left there. Oh!
But that one really hurt him.
Both of these guys going all out. High action fight here.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Oh, he got cracked with the jab there, Joe, and his head is firmly on the center line, the one place it really can't afford to be. He's showing some vulnerability here by leaning right into his opponent's range. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here.
Missed the mark, and he lands into the leg.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Kick lands. Good punch.
Man, that hurts to look at, Joe. Nasty bruise on the outside of his thigh. He's gonna have fun walking around tomorrow. How about that shin?
Slightly deflected.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Whoa! Unbelievable.
Oh, what a leg kick.
Less than 2 minutes with which to work here. Oh!
Looking to pass.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
He is getting off some huge punches here. Nice. He's landing some serious ground and pound strikes here. Oh, there's a good shot from the bottom. Hits the reversal and now in half guard. He's moved to north-south position.
.30 seconds now to go in the round.
He's moved back into side control.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so this one goes the distance. He didn't get the finish, but it was not for any lack of effort. Should be looking at a unanimous decision nod here tonight. Clearly, he did enough to win this fight, and we await the judges' scorecards, but there should not be much suspense here.
Round 2, here is the shot that lands that causes that knockdown. Round 3, beautiful technique in this punch here, and it finds its way to the head.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, the Pablo.
All right, so there he is, your winner tonight by way of decision. So he didn't get the finish that he was looking for, but he will certainly take the nod there and the accompanying win. Monty, congratulations on one of the bigger wins of his UFC career.
Let me talk to you for just a quick moment, cause I see that you are in need. You want a drink till you drunk, so you drank on my drink, but I'd rather roll weed. Set your intentions a lot like dimensions. I think that is how you should.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, Joe Rogan, this is as accomplished a kickboxer as has made the walk to the UFC octagon as we've seen in the last several years. I'm excited to see his kickboxing skills on display in this particular matchup. Really a nice arsenal of kicks. He'll attack that lead leg beautifully, not to mention the solid punching technique that he brings to the table. This man is a danger for anyone in his striking range. When that octagon door closes, we're expecting fireworks tonight.
This guy is an excellent striker. What he wants to do is utilize his footwork, his takedown defense, and land hard strikes to get the victory.
So as this guy makes the walk, there's just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed. This guy certainly has it. Good fighters certainly know that at times they can beat speed with timing and precision, but in terms of those first exchanges, you got to get a guy's timing down, and when it comes to this guy, that is easier said than done.
This guy has extremely unusual kicking speed. His technique is outstanding, and there is no wind-up to his movement.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, USA, Jumbo. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 245 pounds. Fighting out of Helsinki, Finland, Black Mamba. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
Well, it's always been a huge market for the MMA leader, and we are always glad to come back. They have rolled out the welcome mat tonight as we get underway from the O2 Arena here in London, England. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Oh!
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Hit him with a clean hook to the body.
Oh!
This could be it right here.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. Oh, hard inside leg kick, chewing up that meat. Landed that one. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Whoa! The kick lands, he's hurt, he's down. That's it, that's it.
Wow.
Nasty ground and pound for the win.
Yeah, Joe, that was some outstanding ground and pound to get the opponent out of there. He was throwing big shots there on the ground, man. Not just looking to score, but actually looking to end the fight and to make sure the judges stayed firmly out of this equation. Elbows, punches, hammer fist, everything seemed to be working for him here tonight.
Check out this angle here. Lands perfectly, and that's the end.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Black Mamba.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure, still a few fights to go, but at the very least you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
I see they scrap, but ain't got no pause law. Breaking oath, take us y'all, the biggest liars of them all. I said fire in the mind and the hearts of the men that wanna clap when it pop off. No excuses, all applause. Revolution, all the songs. Restitution ain't solution for the lives that had been lost. By the time you hear this song, there'll be plenty on. Time I since be under grass while the
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. this is an outstanding kickboxer making his way to the UFC octagon right now. Very interesting stylistic matchup here tonight. Just an outstanding arsenal of kicks, great punching technique, power in both hands, works the lead leg, not afraid to work the body. Just a complete kickboxer here, now plying his trade in mixed martial arts, a dangerous proposition for anyone caught in his striking range.
This guy is an excellent striker. What he wants to do here is avoid grappling exchanges, utilize his outstanding striking skills, and keep this fight from becoming a ground fight.
Well, Joe Rogan, this is as accomplished a kickboxer as has made the walk to the UFC octagon as we've seen in the last several years. I'm excited to see his kickboxing skills on display in this particular matchup. Really a nice arsenal of kicks. He'll attack that lead leg beautifully, not to mention the solid punching technique that he brings to the table. This man is a danger for anyone in his striking range. When that octagon door closes, we're expecting fireworks tonight.
This guy is a great striker. What he wants to do is land hard and early, get the respect of his opponent, and avoid any grappling exchanges.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old, and they have the same height and reach. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the Curse. And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, Bo Crusher. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
Try to establish that jab.
Nice.
Just misses with a left hook there.
Nice. He's got a beautiful leg shake.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter.
Head kick.
Blocks the strike.
Whoa! He's hurt. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. He's definitely hurt. Oh!
Well, his opponent's got the read now, Joe, as he lands the punch to the head. He's got to change up his striking pattern and the tempo, or he's going to continue to be vulnerable to that counter.
And there's a nice jab. Oh! He's in a lot of trouble. Nice leg kick.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Slips to avoid that left. Whiffs on that offering. He blocks the punch. How about that shin? Just over 2 minutes now to go. Straight right, he misses. Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh! He got tagged. He's got him hurt here. Oh! The left hook hits home.
Hit him hard
So
with that
good
hook.
with that hook, Joe.
Head kick.
big left.
Kicked him in the face.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh!
And now starting to snap off that jab. Oh, big left hook there.
There's a nice exchange.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Oh, that left hand is money tonight. 10 seconds to go in the round.
He hit him with the hook. That one hurt.
Round 2 straight ahead.
Wow, full domination this round.
Come on in, come on in. Great finish to that round. Give him some water, give him some water. Listen, that was a great finish to that round. Now, let's start off quick.
Let's see some of the action here. And here another big shot lands and another knockdown. And here another clean shot lands and another knockdown. Incredible round with several moments where it looked like it might be over.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway.
Now, starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured in that last round is still affecting him. He's going to want to start this round off and move and avoid taking any damage. Whoa! He's knocked him out. Oh, he's hurt. That's it. That's it. The fight is over. He gets the TKO, and this is a result of a large volume of strikes. Just kept throwing bombs all night long and finally got the victory.
Yeah, Joe, I would agree. Good stoppage by the referee. I think a lot of fans want to see the fighters be given every benefit of every doubt, but you've also got to intelligently defend yourself. And for my money, he was not doing that there. It became a dangerous situation, and ultimately the referee's #1 job is to protect the fighter from his opponent, from himself. So in that situation, I think it was the right call by the official. So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the victory by TKO. Huge result inside the octagon tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 44 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Bo Russian.
So there he is, the man of the moment after the TKO victory here tonight. He had some doubters coming in here. A lot of people wondering if he had what it takes to take out an opponent of this quality. Well, he certainly answered those questions and then some, getting his hand raised here tonight by that aforementioned TKO. Said he wanted to keep the judges out of it. Certainly accomplished that goal. You got to think maybe he gets a bonus, high-profile opponent next. Congratulations to this oncoming force. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Oh, is it great to see this guy make the walk here tonight. Really as accomplished a striker as we've seen come into the UFC in years. And no surprise, he'll be interested in keeping the fight standing tonight. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic. If the takedown defense holds up, figures to have a pronounced advantage on the feet.
This guy is an outstanding striker. What he wants to do is use his defense to keep the fight standing, use the takedown defense and a good solid sprawl, and if he does go to the ground, make sure he gets back up and punishes his opponent.
Well, this is an outstanding kickboxer making his way to the UFC octagon right now. Very interesting stylistic matchup here tonight. Just an outstanding arsenal of kicks, great punching technique, power in both hands, works the lead leg, not afraid to work the body, Just a complete kickboxer here, now plying his trade in mixed martial arts, a dangerous proposition for anyone caught in his striking range.
This guy has devastating one-punch knockout power, amongst the very best in the world at delivering a single blow to end the fight.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old. Some differences in height and reach as well. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 242 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, El Presidente. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Helsinki, Finland, the Cobra. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Dateline, London, England. Good to have you with us as always as we get underway with live action from the O2 Arena.
Oh, he got tagged! Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming? Hit him with the jab. He's feinting with that kick. Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed.
How about that shin? Well, he gets cracked to the head there, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's almost moving into the strike at this point in time. You got to get that head off the center line. Just misses there with the left.
Nice jab.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
That one hurt.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
He's got good accuracy on that jab.
And he eats a right hand there.
Oh.
Massive hook shot
Hard
is
left
true.
hook.
Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Huge uppercut misses. There's a nice straight right hand.
Blocks the shot.
Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses.
Finds a home for the left hand there.
Good defense there.
Back to the left hand now, but unable to connect, Joe.
And a nice kick. There's that jab. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
Big
Huge
shot with the
hand.
left.
Big body
shot
shot.
to the body.
Oh, straight right.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Now a knee. Well, you got to start to change things up here defensively. Again, he gets clipped to the head, and again, he's vulnerable by leaning right into his opponent's range. Straight right hand, no good. Clipped him with the right hand there. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Round two is next.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Very impressive striking going on in that round.
You really hurt him there. You need more of
want you to go out at the beginning of this round and be...
Arianny Celeste in the building.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
He's definitely going to want to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off. His opponent was in big trouble at the end of that round.
Well, the offense has been there. He is landing some good shots, but not really stringing them together and putting combinations on his opponent. He's got to mix up his strikes, change his tempo a little bit, and try to get his opponent out of there by landing more than just one strike at a time.
Missed that shot. 1-2. They are trading huge punches here.
Watch the shot here, Joe.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful kick to the body.
Well, don't adjust your TV set. The punch lands yet again to the head, and defensively, Joe, his approach here is leaving a lot to be desired. He's moving into the strike and putting his head right in his opponent's range. Under 3 minutes to go, round two.
He just whips that punch in.
Here, he's got him right here. Oh, he might be out. Whoa!
Nice jab.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Front kick to the face. Yeah, these are what you say about my mother punches.
Joe. Oh, massive kick. Didn't see that one coming. He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Good shot. It appears that cut is getting worse. Oh, he's limping. Clean inside leg kick.
Give me a double leg. Give me a double leg. Look at it.
30 seconds to go in round two.
Nice shot. Feinting with that kick. Yeah, he's got a nice snap to that leg kick. Very nice. Oh, solid jab.
10 minutes in the books.
Stop!
Let's take a look at some of the action here. Here's a big leg kick. And here's another beautiful leg kick. There's a powerful kick to the body. You can really see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
Give him some water. Listen, the strike's good. He's a good striker. We knew that.
Thank you very much, Carly Baker.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Just misses with the jab there. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, nice job to block the kick. Oh, right hand is there for him, Joe. How about that shin?
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Yep, not a ton behind it, but it landed. Nice defense there, huge block. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round.
Oh, he is hurt. Big shots. Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
Oh, he is starting to put a lot more pressure on his opponent here, Joe. A lot lighter on his feet these last couple rounds of this fight.
He's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on.
Oh, huge shot there, lands flush. Oh,
front kick to the face. He's rocked. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Oh, he's getting hit.
he's out.
Landed a gigantic kick for the knockout.
Oh, that was a no-doubter, Joe. That might even impress the likes of Edson Barboza. A tremendous kick to spell the end of the night for his opponent tonight. He couldn't have caught him much more flush than that, Joe. Full force, beautifully extends the leg right to the target, and that is the end of the fight. You gotta think his paycheck could be $50,000 richer after that highlight turned in here tonight.
And here it is again. Boom! Right on the button.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight. Now we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 40 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, El Presidente.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight.
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. This guy's wrestling is at such a high level. He's got the collegiate credentials to prove it and figures to lean on the wrestling in this particular matchup tonight. So good at not just getting guys down, but controlling them once they're on the canvas. Even when the opponent knows what's coming, more often than not, they just can't stop this guy's shot.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you gotta think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. You never know what he's gonna do. His striking is world-class, his ground game is excellent, and he mixes them up very well.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old. with similar height and reach. All right, just about ready to go here now for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 257 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri, USA, downtown. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Lyon, France, lights out. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We are underway. And he connects with the punch there.
Oh, double jab.
Oh, he just missed on that overhand left. Back to the jab now. Spinning back fist is there.
Both guys have proved to be dangerous in the opening seconds of this fight. Nice.
Oh, he left his head wide open to absorb that straight hand. He has shown a vulnerability here by leaning in right into his opponent's range.
That one hurt.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Nice kick to the body. Just misses with the jab.
And lands a good shot.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Big punches.
Well, some have gotten through, Joe. This shot is blocked.
Oh, and he hit a front kick.
Just misses with that one. Oh, a huge block there.
Oh, there's that big uppercut.
Oh! Blocks the shot. He landed that punch flush. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. That landed. Slips.
Oh, he tagged him. He is hurt here. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
And he connects there. Under a minute to go.
He's posturing up here.
Oh, that hammer fist attempt defended well. It's blocked.
And he's back in the guard. Big shot from the bottom.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Horn sounds for the end of round 1.
That's what I'm talking about right there. If you can't handle your striking, just keep moving to your left.
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. And here we see it from another angle.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
I don't know how he survived that knockdown. You're going to go out there and you're going to knock him down again. You close the deal. I want you to ravage this. Get up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2.
That's a nice clean shot.
Strong inside leg kick. Oh!
Big shot!
He's got him hurt here. Very nice leg kick for him there. Can't take too many of those.
Oh! What a leg kick! Oh!
Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Lands an outside leg kick of his own.
Nice jab, very snappy jab.
Oh, misses with the jab. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Nice.
How about that shin?
Oh, he nailed him! Oh, he's hurt! Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Nice.
Oh, he blocked that offense, Joe.
That one hurt. Huge uppercut misses.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Punch is blocked. He missed with that jab attempt there. Orthodox.
Oh, he's definitely rocked. Beautiful body shot there, too. Huge shot with the hook. Oh, big shot. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
He's got him hurt here.
Big straight punch. Big body shot. To the body. What a fight. And that's what started everything off, that beautiful jab. And here's another punch that sneaks through. And here's another perfectly placed punch. Some real clean striking on display in that round.
This one is important. I need you to step it up. All right? Think about that.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much.
You ready to fight?
All right, here we go. Third and final round.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out. Good punch. Whoa! Beautiful!
He's got him hurt here.
That's a hard
huge
hook. Beautiful hook. Look at the same with that punch.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down.
Nice.
Oh! He's got him hurt here.
There's a nice inside leg kick.
Oh, he might be out.
Nice leg kick. Hurt him with that spinning back fist. Oh, very
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. All right, so another strike to the body there, and Joe, we've seen in the later stages of this fight, not only an uptick in the aggression, but also in the body work. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
He tagged him. He's in trouble right now.
He might be out.
Oh, he flipped him again. He's hurt. He's hurt. Hard straight punch.
Oh,
he hurt him again. He's in big, big trouble here. Oh, tagged him.
Oh, Joe, that cut is getting worse. Rated R, looking nasty now.
Oh, he got tagged again. He's hurt. Oh, he clipped him.
He's out.
He threw an incredibly large volume of strikes, but this last one was the big one that landed for the knockout.
Well, Joe, you knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight.
Great angle here. Right on the button.
And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution and a seminal moment for him here in the octagon tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 39 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout downtown.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight. And he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon.
Only difference is my cloud is too massive, reactive when actors give malice to anybody we close to. I'll approach you with a root while the...
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. All right, so here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, making the walk to the octagon here tonight. He is challenging the champion, whom he has bad blood with, whom he believes he is better than. And obviously, as he makes the walk here tonight, he finally has the chance to prove that he and not the champion is the man who deserves the distinction as the baddest man on the planet.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Both fighters are 25 years old, with similar height and some differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon, we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of San Salvador, El Salvador, presenting the challenger live. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Ferocious.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
All right, here we go. I am fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming, and they're finally going to get after it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. High-level stuff there as he blocks the strike and counters with a jab.
Big punch. Excellent feint with the kick.
Level change there.
Wow, that was a quick takedown. Oh, beautiful, beautiful right hand by the champion. Back to the guard position. He moves from full guard to half guard now. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
And busy as he looks to improve position
Looking
here.
for the inverted triangle from side control. It looks like he's got the reverse triangle locked up tight. Wants to secure that ankle underneath his knee. He's got it.
And this might just be a matter of time.
Stunning.
And there it is.
Stunning, and he really made it look easy. Set it up, close it off, got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, so the work in the gym pays off here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Gorgeous setup on the choke, and I think even better execution down the stretch. Clearly, it was sunk in deep. His opponent had no choice but to tap or take a nap. In this case, he chose to tap out.
And let's look at it from a different angle. Reverse triangle, perfectly executed for the submission victory. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
All right, so there is the consensus baddest man on the planet, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. He leaned on the grappling. That was the path of least resistance, and that is the man they are all chasing for UFC heavyweight gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a reverse triangle. And still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Ferocious.
And still the baddest man on the planet, and now with another highlight for the real, the heavyweight champion submits the #1